live. This is the Thinking Class with Lawrence D. Adams. This is when spirituality and the game combines. You have the Thinking Class. Shout out to everyone. Shout out to everyone. Good to see everyone that's there. Good to see everyone that's there. Is here. What's going on? A little smooth jam to get going on your Friday. How you guys doing? How are you doing? Let's get it crack-a-lackin' today. Let me turn this light up because it's a little dim. Woo, there we go. That's bright, baby. That's how I like it. So let's get it going. Let's get it going. We are in the last installment of today's teaching, on this week's teaching of Stop Giving Up Flying about everything. So we're going to talk about that today. Stop giving a flying, you know what? Fudge, French toast sticks, whatever you want to call it, rock, whatever you want to call it. Stop giving a flying, you know what, about everything. Today, we're going to continue that conversation. I want to thank everybody part of the Thinking Class, everything that we do here. Shout out to everyone as we go into this whole thing. This week, we've been talking about stop giving a flying flip, whatever you want to call it. Stop giving a care. And what's the most important thing that you got to realize? Let me get some preliminary things out the way. Let me make some definitions. Let me give you some things so everybody's on the same page. People come on and listen to it today. Okay, what are you talking about? We're going to talk about the freedom of not giving up. So as you know, we talk about game over here. Game is just simply strategy. I've been saying it for the longest. Strategy from point A to point B. Second thing we talk about game is understanding human nature. Understanding human nature, human female nature, male nature, understanding human psychology. And then the last thing we do, we talk about game is understanding that you are the person who is the person who is at the top of the chessboard. You're controlling the pieces. Simple. People make it more difficult. People put their spin on it. That's simply what game is. And please understand, you need game for every area of your life. Most people just predicate game to just men getting women. That's just not game. That's just not what game is. Game is understanding if you go into a different culture, you need to understand where to move, how to move, who you need to talk to, who you don't need to talk to, where you need to go. That's game. It's getting information so that you move in a certain way. So we got to understand that. Now let's get to not giving a flying flip. One of the most freeing things that you can do as an individual, which is going to be some real good game, is stop giving a flying flip about what other people think or what they say or where they go, whatever the case may be. I gave the example earlier this week about what Reverend Ike said. He said, your opinion, other people's opinion is none of my damn business. You got to understand that's the most freeing thing you can do. Most of us are tied and bound by other people's opinions, and it could be our family, it can be friends, old friends, whatever the case may be. You got to get to the place where you enter into a place of freedom when you stop giving a care or a flying about what you are going to do with your life. At the end of the day, you're going to have to give an account for what you said. What's going on? What's going on, brother? Yeah, you right on the money. You got to give a place where you stop caring about what other people say, do, how they move, what they're going to say, how they're going to do this. They're going to say, people are going to talk about you no matter what. But let's get a little bit deeper into this. What I mean by stop caring, this doesn't mean that you don't care about other people. I'm going to make sure, because most people get this in here, well, I'm going to stop caring about everybody. I don't care about nothing. No, I'm not saying that you stop caring about other people. And I'm not saying that you stop caring and you become entitled with this. It is when you come into a place of peace where you're no longer attached to the results. If you're wanting something or desiring something, you come to the place of detachment. It's only when you become attached do you cause suffering. So you have to stop giving a flying about things. Most of the time, what's robbing you of your joy, your happiness, your success, your next level is because you give too much care about things that don't even matter. You got to stop giving a flying about things. But and later on, I'm gonna give this reversal to this. But you got to get to the place where you stop giving a flying flip. All this stuff I see on social media, this one on that one, this one saying something about that one, this and that. Okay, great. I cannot see this is the thing. When you start allowing those things you start giving a flying flip about it. What's going on, brother? Good to see you, Sigmund. It begins to take up space inside of you, in your mental space. And once it take up mental space inside of you, you're not able to hear the directions or the move that you need to make because you're tied up thinking about what everybody else is saying, what they're doing, and you're digesting things that don't even matter. That's why I can care less about the whole back and forth with the Password Brothers and then the dating coaches, because I don't give a flying flip. I don't care. It's good for business because everybody making money, everybody's doing YouTube channels, growing and things like that. But at the end of the day, what does it matter? Because at the end of the day, you as an individual, male or female, are going to have to decide what's best for you. That's why I don't care. I said, what a man does with his phallus is none of my business. To a degree. I'll say it that way. But at the end of the day, when we begin to digest these different things and we begin to take on the cares of life, I got to do this. I got to take care of that. I got to take care of this. School's about to start. I got to get clothes. I got to do that. Guess what happens? It begins to eat up your broadband, or begins to eat up what? At your data. That's what most people don't understand. When you give a flying, it begins to eat up your data plan that you get every day from the Almighty. Let me say it again. When you start giving a flying flip, it begins to eat up your data plan that you get daily from the Almighty. And what happens is it begins to distract you and to drain you and begin to pull you down so that you don't have strength to get up and do what you're called and designed to do. What's going on, Joe Blas? So you got to look at this. Don't allow anybody to jump on your Wi-Fi. Don't allow anybody to take up your data plan, your internal data plan, and begin to drain you with their cares and with what they're going through. That's the other thing about not giving a flying flip. Don't allow people to bring their crap, their garbage over to you. You know, yesterday, bro, you know, my girl cheated on me. You know, the other day, somebody did this to me. You know, this happened the other day. I don't got no money. And this, stop allowing people to come in your life and take up your data plan. You got to say, I don't give internally. You got to say it, because sometimes you may have to say it to the individual. I don't give a flying. Don't allow anyone to eat up your internal data plan with their garbage, because people have a strategic way of bringing their trash, their hurt, the things that they have not resolved inside of them to you. Don't do it. Don't do it. You got to say, I don't give a flying. I don't give a. It may be hurtful to the other individual, because some people enjoy playing the victim so that they know that you give a flying flip. And you know that ain't the word I want to use. So you got to be careful of not allowing people to bring their garbage, their problems, their kids' situations, what they then did, who did what, who shot John, who did this to you. You got to stop giving a flying flip. That does not mean be insensitive to their needs or what's going on, but you got to stop giving a flying flip about what a lot of people are saying and their garbage. Don't bring me that. Protect your data plan at all costs. Sometimes these people are targets. Yeah, they are. Protect your internal data plan at all costs. You got to realize what you got inside of you is so precious and so valuable that you can't allow everyone to come sit at your table. If you go to certain restaurants and if you're not dressed a certain way, they don't care about who you say you are. They don't care that you got money to pay. They don't give a flying. They're going to tell you, turn around, man, you need to put on a suit jacket. Woman, you need to have on a dress. Why? Because this is the order that they have established for you to dine at their place. You have to be the same way when it comes to these YouTube streets, these memes and everything like that. You got to be like, you know what? Do I want this individual to dine at where I'm at? Door policy, dress codes. Come on, you know it's Sigma, right? And the same thing when people want to come. Nope. Sorry. Nope. I don't give a. And then you got to be careful. People have the same problem for 10 years straight, and you even gave them the answer. You got to stop giving a. I done told you once and told you twice. You can't save everybody. Some people enjoy being in their mess. Some people, like on Charlie Brown, love being Pigpen. They know he dusty. They know that he ain't gonna get right. He enjoy being Pigpen. Never clean. Stop trying to save everybody. That's not your goal. The moment you become a savior is the moment that you go on the cross. You got to realize that. You got to stop giving a flying. Stop caring. I'm going to stop giving a flying flip about it. I promise you. I realize that my energy attracts emotional vampires. They just want to take your energy and fill it with their own void of misery. Come on. They'll leech off of you of anyone they engage with. You got it. You got to say, I don't give a, nope. You got to protect what's inside you, the gold that's inside of you, how valuable you are. If you do not, baby, I'm here to tell you, people don't care. Got to protect it. The next thing, I want to make sure you get this without giving a flying flip. Some of y'all, the reason why you don't get you need to stop getting a flying flip is because your heart has been callous and you don't even know it. You didn't cared about everything around you and every person. And you looking at your life and you realize the only reason why you are where you are right now, because you've been caring about everybody else but yourself. What's going on? What's going on, brother? Blessings, brother. Good to see you. You've been caring about everyone else but yourself. You must, let me say this. Let me flip the script right now, because brother, he came in, you made me flip it. I feel it. I'm saying that the show is stop giving a flying, but there must be a point where you start giving a flying about your life. Some of you do not give a, some of y'all need to start giving a flying about your life. About what you listen to, where you go, who you deal with, who you mess with, what woman you talk to for the men, and what man you talk to. You need to start giving a flying. Yeah, you need to start giving a flying flip. Yeah, you need to. You need to start giving a flying care. Some of y'all need to stop. I promise you, this is going to save somebody's game. It's going to save them whatever they do. When you start giving a flying care about your life. Some of y'all don't give enough care about your life. I can tell, not saying anybody in the room, but I'm talking in general, public, is because the way you move. No one told you to start giving a flying about your life. The reason why you're at where you at is because you stopped giving a flying about your life. The reason why you're dealing with what you're dealing with because you stop giving. You dealing with that particular woman because you stop giving a flying about your life. The reason why you dealing with this baby mama and this and this and that is because you stop giving a flying about your life. You forgot how to value who you are. The reason why some of you are so comfortable is because you stop giving a fuck about your life. You don't even take care of yourself. You stop giving a about your life. Then you get mad because other people don't give about your life. It's because of you. Start giving a flying about your life. How you dress, how you deal, how you move, where you're going to go. This is the real game. If anything I can do is empower men to start giving a flying. Start giving a flying about your life, about your health, about your teeth, about your eyes, about what you eat. Whether you eating GMO or not. You need to start giving a flying about your life. You need to think about it. Am I living the best life that I can live? Am I living the best life that I'm live, or have I went down to the gutter and started living like a bum? You need to start giving a flying about your life. Nobody else will. You can pray, you can fast, you can go on monk mode, you can do all that kind of stuff. But until you start giving a flying flip about your life and about where you're going, where you need to do, you will stay in the same place. I promise you, I've seen it too many times, especially on these YouTube streets. You got to be careful who you listening to. Some things are entertainment. Some things are going to keep you the same. Some things are going to keep you the same because you stop giving about your life. I'm talking to them. I got to talk to the men. Too many men, they walk through life, they go through life, and they have stopped caring about their life. And most of all, what's going on here? So they stop giving, they stop caring about what? Their own happiness. You need to start giving a flying about your life, your happiness, your desires, where you need to go, how you're going to do it. You need to start caring. You need to care about that and stop carrying on some things that don't even matter. I have to say this. I will be disservice to anyone if I don't say this. You need to start giving a flying how you present yourself to the world, how you articulate your words, how you process your thoughts, how you do things need to be called into action and put the light on. Do you really give a flying about your life? And I realize a lot of men don't. All they care about is this right here. This is all they care about. This is all they care about is this right here. This is it. That's all they care about. That's all the men care about right there. Oh, look at that kitty cat. Oh, you look at the kitty cat. It's a kitty. Look at the kitty cat. Oh, look at it. Oh, I want kitty cat. That's all they care about is the kitty cat. Oh, the kitty cat, the kitty cat. That's all I care about is my kitty cat. Meow, 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 meow. That's all I care about. You got to start giving a flying about your life. Who you deal with, who you're going to mess with, who's in your circle, what lady you're going to talk to, how you're going to move. You need to start giving a flying about your life. Stop being on easy street and start getting on the street that's going to make you the best version of who you are. That's right. That's how you get it. That's how you get finesse, William. That's right. Yeah, that's how you get finesse. And I understand our natural imperatives because please understand, let's get some real game. Men want to have sex just as much as women want to have sex. Don't y'all think these women be playing that they don't want to have sex? Just keep it real 100. Everybody want to have sex. Everybody want to procreate. Everybody, now, let me put it. Everyone want to exercise and do some Pilates. But at the end of the day, you got to start giving a flying about your life. What's going on, J Moss? You got to start giving. Ain't nobody else going to care about your life the way you do. Maybe think of a song from the 80s. Y'all, SOS band. Do you still care? That's it. That's what it comes down to. Do you really care about your life enough to actually say, I give about my life? You cannot, let me say this, because I know it's going to be tight, but it's going to be right. You cannot live off of entertainment alone. You need somebody to be in your ear and say, get to the next level. I promise you. Get to the next level. We're so engulfed with getting entertained. Someone tickling our ears, someone telling something that we like. We need somebody in our ear to say, get to the next level now. Get to the next level. Get to the best version of yourself. Start giving up about your life. Get to the next level. Get that next job. Get that next raise. Get that next promotion. Take care of those kids. Be the best husband. Be the best wife. Be the best whatever you need to do. Be the best. Start giving up about your life and be excellent in what you're doing. We got too many people who give crappy jobs, do crappy stuff, and are so and like Doritos, they're addicted to entertainment, especially on these YouTube streets. Don't get me wrong, I see it. I watch a little bit, but I realize at the end of the day, if this entertainment doesn't really going to push me to the next level? Is it really going to push me to be a better version? Is this beef going back and forth with this other person or me watching these people beef? Is it really going to help me? Is it going to strengthen my resolve to be the best version of who I am? Just be honest. Is it really going to make me say, you know what? I see. No, we got to realize some of the things that we're entertaining, we need to stop giving about. You need somebody in your ear to say, get to the next level. Get to the next level. I know I made it to the next level. I've got fresh and fit haters now calling me a fake alpha too. But never said I was. Come on. You got to realize, and that's part of the game. If you ain't doing nothing, if ain't nobody talking about you, you ain't doing nothing. There ain't nobody hating or debating. Guess what? That's what it is about. And then we got this whole things twisted on these YouTube streets. Everybody want to be an alpha. Everybody want to be a sigma. Everybody want to be a beta. Everybody want to be this. Everybody want to be F those definitions. I like what J Mall said. Be an exceptional man. Can we get that part down? Be a man. Stop eating poison and asking yourself why you sick. Come on. Be a man. Can we get this part? I'm the chief alpha of all preludes of alpha. I'm the pimp of all pimp gods. Now I'm not saying that against my buddy Pimp God. I'm the pimp of all pimps, and I taught Bishop Don Juan what he knows. Can you be a man? We ain't got that part down together. For everybody want to be a title to be something. I'm the chief teacher, coach of you ain't nothing. Be a man. Put your 10 toes down and let your balls hang down. Oh my God. How do you want to be the top? How do you want to be the top woman if you're not exceptional? You're always going to get where you are. Yeah. Yeah. President of the Manosphere. You, bruh. You can't make this up. Dude, I'm so tired. And that's my dude. That's my dude. But we go back since elementary school, me and Pimp God. So ain't nobody say nothing. That's my dog. Been knowing him since elementary school. But everybody want to be like you say, want to be the president. I'm the president of the Manosphere. So ego driven. How about just being master, being a man? Being a man. Can you be a man? When I did this, and everybody get this chest choked, get their chest poked out, but we ain't seen you did nothing. I've been doing this and be a man. And some of the actions and some of the stuff I see online ain't no man. They are not men. They are not men. Facts. I only wanted to be better man than I was yesterday. Come on. You can lead it. You can't lead if you don't know where you're going, gentlemen. Come on. I had a video coming up on this as well. Yeah, be a man. Be a freaking. Can we just get past how many women you got and you slept with this one, you did this one, you did this in this country? Can you be a man? Can you be a man? Can you be a man? I don't care what country. At the end of the day, she's looking, because I've been studying. Don't think on these days that I stopped doing shows that I'm not studying and digesting. All they're looking for in the United States and outside is, can you be a man? We can put all the glitter. We can put all the toast on you. We can dress you up like Liberace. Y'all know who Liberace is. We can dress you up like that. But at the end of the day, she's going to say, can you be a man? Can you be, man? I'm so adamant about this. We got so many guys who are pumping helium in your butt. And y'all got me. This is Friday. You got me out here like this. Who are pumping helium in your butt and you ain't flying nowhere because you need to be a man. LGA, I hear you. We define what a man is. Be a man. We got to master that first before we had the president of this and I started this. Everybody want to be the president. Be a man. Get your ego out the way. When you're becoming a man, you stop worrying about what the other man is doing. And you figure out, how can we work together? This whole dissension inside of the black manosphere, and it's in the white manosphere too, and it's all over, all this stuff needs to stop. We need to stop giving a flying flip about certain things. And can you be a freaking man? I promise you, it just irritates me because some of the talking points are entertaining, but we're doing a disservice to the men that watch my show. We're doing a disservice to the younger generations, like my sons who are 19 and 21. We're doing a disservice to them because we're not showing them on YouTube, which is an avenue, a tool to show them this is what a man do. This is how a man handles a dispute. This is how a man handles a disagreement. This is how a man handles a difference of ideology. This is how we handle it. We may not ever all agree. We may not all see eye to eye. We were never designed to do that. But what we were designed to be is to be the best man that you can be. Got to be. We got to be the best man. These weak, and I'm going to call it out, weakness that we see inside of our community and outside needs to stop. We had to step up and be men. Everyone's not going to like it that you decided to be a man, that you decided to call out bull when you see it. Thank you. Thank you right here. Bingo right here. Bingo right here.
You can't make this up.
Everyone's talking about few is teacher. There's a Bible verse for that I'm gonna give him. It's sad they're taking the information in as entertainment, but not applying the information nor fact checking the information for themselves. Dude, man,
you can't make this up.
Dude, this is it. The Bible says, and I don't care what people say, talk about the Bible, then I cuss or whatever the case may be. But the Bible says there we have many teachers, but not many fathers. Let me say it again. We have many teachers, but not many fathers. There's a difference between a father and a teacher. Let me say that again. There is a difference between a father and a teacher. Yes, the teacher is essential in anyone's life, but a father is completely a different spirit to get the information to the person to that child who needs to hear it. Am I a teacher to my son? Yes, I am. But at the same time, I am a father to him. There's a nurturing father. There's a guidance to him. There's a leading him in the right direction. So we have people who are just teachers of the game on where the spectrum you want to be, but they have not become fathers. And yes, fathers bring what? Correction, direction, and leadership. Let me say that again. He brings correction, direction, and leadership. He pours inside of what? The child to make sure that he becomes the best version of himself. Thank you. Stability. Genuine. You guys are getting it. They want to see you be, they don't want you to be a clone of them. They want you to be the best version of yourself. Come on. Thank you. Thank you. What? Protection, physical and emotional. That's the difference between the teacher is sterile. Not sterile. They have no emotional ties to you. Thank you, Sandra. Right there. Right there. The teacher have no emotional tie to. He wants to get you the grade. Okay, great. But the father is there to protect your emotion and your physical well-being. I heard something from this called the Kosher Clinician. Been listening to him. Great channel. Go check him out. Shout out to him. But he said something really good. And you guys need to get what I'm about to say next. Let me read what he said. The strength of the community is dependent upon the strength of the man. It's men in the community. With that said, we have to ask ourselves, is the black community strong? Hell, heaven, no, it's not strong. But the Kosher Clinician brought this point. So anybody said I'm biting, taking off of him, and I don't need nobody beefing back and forth. Check him out on YouTube, the Kosher Clinician. Check him out. So we got teachers, and this is part of not giving up. We have teachers, but not fathers. We have many teachers, but not many fathers. And we have a lot of men who have emotional deprivation. We have a lot of men who are absent in their emotions. This is not talking about being I need a man with sensitivity. No, we ain't talking about that. You're dead inside. You hollow. There's nothing there. You say, what does this have to do? What do we just have to do with giving up? Because I said there's some things you need to give up about. There's some things you need to give up. One of the things we need to give up about is being men, being a man. We need to start giving up about that. Not all this entertainment, not all this teaching. We need men who will step up and give about themselves and those around them. I barely ask for donations or things like that. Now, you guys can get the Cash App, hit the donations, get the Cash Apps, whatever you need to do, super chats, whatever the case may be. At the end of the day, if you listen to me of any amount of time, you should be a better man, a better woman, a better understanding of yourself than you were when you first started listening to me. You know why? Because I give a about it. Promise you, too many men have nurturing only, not strong leadership. Too many men have had nurturing only, but not strong leadership. Come on, you can't make that up.
You can't make this up.
Don't live vicariously through your children as well. Let them learn and guide them. Don't try to control every facet of their life. Respect the fact that they are free within There are boundaries of rules. Come on. Now, you see me on my show, sister. So it's important that we start giving up about some things. We got to. Some of the things that we're going back and forth with is not even worth it. I promise you. I can debate both sides with this passport and the dating codes. But at the end of the day, at the end of the freaking day, a man's going to do what a man needs to do. And y'all don't understand that. I don't know what to say. That's why I refuse to get into the debate about it. I've watched this for years. If you've been on YouTube long enough, or you've been in this space, you understand things go up and things go down. Things go up. This person gonna say something that is always that. And the main issue is this word right here. That word right there is the issue. Hope you got it. Ego. Ego. I quote this all the time. When you understand this quote by John Henry Clark, and I'm always going to quote it until everybody get it thick in their head. The quote goes like this: I debate with my equals and all others I teach. I debate with my equals and all others I teach. Promise you. Renaissance, my brother, coming up. Let's go and let's get it going. What's going on, brother? Can't hear you. Renaissance. Make sure I get everything on. Everything is up. We're waiting for you, brother. We waiting on Renaissance. I guess he popped up. I'm not sure. Pop back in, man. I'm not sure what happened to you. I can't hear you. You there? Not sure what happened to him. Unmute yourself or whatever you do on your end. But I'm going to remove you right quick until you get your audio together. So it's important that we start giving about being the best man that we can be. Be exceptional men. Be men who are what? Who take the lead. What's going on, Fierce Soul?
LDA, what's going on, TTC?
All right.
You hitting on LDA, you hitting on a lot right now, man. You hitting home. And what I'm gonna say is we need to leave those passport brothers alone, man. Let them do what they do. If they're gonna do what they do what they do. But it's all about being a man at the end of the day. Holding people accountable, holding things down, tying down the fort, look a man dead in his eyes and let him know, see truth, let him know where you stand. Talk to these kids, because I'm just coming out the gym.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you didn't froze up. He got into the matrix. He got into the matrix. Matrix got you, buddy. Uh-oh. Matrix got him. Uh-oh. Hope he ain't looking at no kitty cat. He might be looking at some kitty cat. You might be looking at a kitty cat. He got caught. You looking at so you got caught. You looking at the kitty cat? What's going on, bro?
66.
Kitty cat got him. You in the matrix, man. You're in the matrix. Oh no. Oh no. Gotta bring you out, bro. Bring you. Let me remove. Come back. There we go. Yeah, I think he got the kitty cat. Maybe he got caught, and the kitty cat caught him looking. He got caught in the matrix. I like this one too. Powerful people can't afford to educate the people that they oppress, because once you are truly educated, you will not ask for power. You will take it. Very true. That's my dude. He got caught in the matrix. Anybody else? Y'all can't get caught in the matrix over here. I got everything rolling. I think y'all better check what's going on. I think maybe the kitty cat caught him. But this is so true. This is very important. And I wish you better not say something because I'm going to Cartagena, Colombia. Oh, LDA's going down there tricking. He's going down there doing that. I wish I would. Wish you would say something. Say I don't have any game. Say I better. I feel like how they be doing back when we was young. I wish you would say I don't have no game. I wish you would say I don't be doing what I need to do. Wish you would. Man. What we miss is this, the essential. The essential. Stop giving up. Stop giving them. Stop giving them. It's the most freeing, liberating thing you can do. Do you think Harriet Tubman was able to help every slave to get out of the plantation? No. Some people, she just say, I can't even give about them anymore. I know that's hard to say. I know. Why would you say that about Harriet Tubman? You know, she tried to help everybody. You don't know your history. Some people Harriet Tubman could not help. They were going to be slaves. Let them be. What if we get caught? What if this happened? What if the master get it? What if I got to walk this? What if I run into a snake? What if I don't got no shoes and my feet get... Okay, you ain't ready to be free. I tell you. Hey, man, Renaissance, come back up. As long as you know you can pull easy here in the United States and have fun overseas, most people act like they care about anyway. Right. Most people only care act like they care. Right. Get out of here. Enjoy Cartagena. Right. It's bad that we typecast Latin American travel as sex tourism when the cost of living is so affordable there. You can have the better life there. Dude.
You can't make this up.
I wish people would get that. I wish people would get what you said. Enjoy Cartagena, Colombia. It's bad that we typecast Latin America travel as sex tourism when the cost of living is so affordable there. You could have a better life there.
You can't make this up.
Uh-oh. I don't know why people were. I ran over my iPhone by accident back up in the dock door and the big rig and it went back on back to oh Lord Jesus. Harriet Tubman said herself that she couldn't say more if they knew they weren't slaves. Come on. Right. I wish people would get this. I promise you, please understand this. Stop looking at it as always sex. He going down there to get some foreign kitty cat. That's all they going to do. Like somebody brought up yesterday. I don't hear nobody talking. Shout out to Andre Spencer. Love overboard, love overseas. How it go? Y'all ain't talking about the women who go over there and get their backs blown out. See how we care about stuff that don't even matter? Nobody talks about how these women take trips and they go get their backs blew out. I promise you, you got to have a certain drive and it has saved me a couple of times. You got to have that screensaver. Nobody talks about that. Let me say that. We don't talk. I don't see nobody crying saying about, well, these women going over there and getting their backs blown out in Jamaica. And that these women are, nobody talks about that. Nobody talks about it. They go to different countries and them foreign dudes be blowing their backs out. No, yeah, different type of back blowing out. Yeah, they be getting the BBLs too. BBLs and getting their back blown out. Enrique be blowing that black out. Where's the people fighting for that? Where do people fight? What the heat for that? Nobody talking about that. You think they be going on a girls trip just to be, oh, we on a girl trip. We just on a girl trip. Yikes, forget. Nobody talking about how Stella got her groove back. She went on a trip. You want to feel yourself. Let's get this. I know you got something to say. Nobody talk about Where all the heat for where Stella got her groove back? Ain't nobody talking about where all the heat for. Yeah, I hear you. Can you hear me?
Oh yeah, definitely. Go ahead.
Yeah, nobody's talking about all the women who go across on these trips and go get their backs broke out. What are videos on that?
Right.
Where are the videos on the women who go to different girls' trip? We just the girls, we go, and somebody getting that.
That's what it really means. Every time I heard a girl going on a girl's trip, I already knew what time it was.
Right. What are the videos on that?
And let's not act like
you breaking up, bro. Matrix trying to get you.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, no problem. Yeah, just nobody. Where women think we don't know, they're going to find themselves. I'm going to find myself. What's going on, Eva Rebro? Good to see you, brother. Yeah, oh my God. I just feel like I need a trip away from everybody. Me and the girls are going. Somebody's getting their back broke in. He was cute. The bartender was so cute. The guy to help us with the boat. Oh, look at him. He's so strong. You're going to get your back broke out. Then you come back to America, come back to the States. Shout out to Andre. He didn't want to put this out. So I'm just saying what he's saying. Come back to the States. These men ain't nothing in United States. They ain't nothing. We must not care about that. Thank you so much. Thank you. Please, somebody help me explain that. And then I know the argument. We don't care about the women anyway. We don't. What's to say? We don't love the most. No. Yeah, island boys be coming through, breaking these women off. Trust me. Shout out to Andre and his wife Andrea. Shout out to them. I got it from him. I'm just reiterating because I know it's the truth what he said it. Come on. Thank you, Sandra. Thank you. And I get upset when men say, not women are like not all women are like you. But my friend and I are like me. Come on. Y'all better get this will make this whole thing stop giving up about everything. Everybody know let me say it this way. You not going on a missionary trip to go pray for people and baptize them in the name and lay hands on them and do all that. You going to get your missionary on and you get baptized and somebody's laying hands on you. Women be simping for men, but not calling simping through him. Oh yeah, right. See that? Y'all want to talk about it. Y'all don't want to talk about it. Y'all don't want to talk about it. I know a couple girls, I know they forever going on a girls trip. Y'all forever. Either y'all doing something or y'all going down there and getting your back broke out. Don't lie. Like my boy said, like Renaissance said, we know the real deal. You ain't talking about checkers down there. You ain't crocheting down there. Uh-oh, thank you. Here we go.
Okay, hopefully I don't hear you in stereo, but I think that a girls' trip thought process is literally overthought. A lot of women are not going to get their boobies jingled. A lot of them aren't. Just Women don't actually all operate like that. There are some who do, but that is not what most women are going on a girls' trip to do. And I really hate to be the bearer of bad news.
So what they go
You
down
don't
there?
have to believe me, but I'm a
Yeah.
woman and I've been on several girls' trips.
So what they go down there and do?
I don't know why I'm listening to you.
Can you hear me?
I hear you. I think I'm just hearing you behind the beat. Mm-hmm.
So what did they go down there for?
Where's relaxation spa? Most of them go get their body snatched.
But it is a percentile who do go down there and this happened in fall. Enrique and St. John ran across them.
I think those are happens stances, not the happens of why you're going. Like,
Okay,
I think it.
I get that part.
So I think it's just you go, you like you said, the bartender. Oh, he's nice. Blah blah blah. Evo.
Yeah. So that's my point. So I don't want. So you bring us something real good. That might not be the intention why you went down there. It's to relax and everything like that. But on the same token, it could happen.
I mean, yeah, anything can happen. If you're open to letting that happen. But there are several women of a higher caliber that are not allowing these types of things to happen to themselves.
And that's the key word. Keyword. Several. There are some women, as it was shared with me yesterday, if the video got out, they won't be running for office. Just put it that way. If the video got out, they wouldn't be running for office. The reason why I'm bringing it up because we see the disparity when it comes to men traveling overseas, and like I don't care. I really don't care. Then we never talk about the disparity, or we never talk about the sex tourism that even happens with women. So that's what I'm saying. Sometimes in this circle, this space, people get all in arms, but at the end of the day, people gonna have sex whether we want it or not. And my point, I don't care what you do with your kitty cat and what a guy did, what he do. I don't care. People are human. My old pastor says we still have our earth suits. And I think a lot of people forget that when they become these moral judges and not realizing at the end of the day, I don't care how saved, sanctified, you be dipped in 5 different baptism pools and sprinkled, you're going to want to have something. So that's what I want to be. Huh?
As I muted myself. I mean, so that could be. So again, yes, let people enjoy their lives, but like I'm sure you're not going down there specifically for that.
No.
So why I wouldn't even assume that that's why you were going down there, because that's not even the type of person I am. So I think it is like holding up a false narrative toward both men and women that is the ultimate goal for doing a certain thing. I think we pull in these negative stereotypes based on the narrative that's out there, which is I think why you're doing the show, is let's kill these false narratives. But again, if somebody goes and they gets their back blown out, and that's what they want to do, blown up, blown out. Long as you plan B, condom your body and do whatever you want to do, fine. But don't, you know what I'm saying? I guess what I hate to hear, I hate to hear the stereotypical BS.
That's my
we're lowering ourselves holding on to that lower level thinking about each other. And I'm only talking to brown people. Give a damn what anybody else think.
That's my point. That's the same thing I said. So that's why I said anybody say something about me going to Cartagena, Colombia, think I'm going down there for sex tourism. You got a problem, because I can get women any day up and down Ohio.
Yeah, Ohio might be easy. No, I'm
Yeah, well, anyway. But yeah, my boy.
No, I'm just, but it's really disheartening that you even would have to endure those type of comments. You know, even if anybody who watches your show, you know what I'm saying? Just think about R.I.P. Kevin Samuels and how people are still today judging where he even is on a spiritual realm, instead of thinking that he had everybody's best interest at heart. I didn't follow him. I didn't like the way he talked to women or about women, but I knew that he had a goal behind what he was saying. It wasn't directed toward me.
Yeah, whoa, stop right there. It wasn't directed towards you. That's the biggest thing.
But it also still hurt me, because it took information that many, I don't give a damn, a lot do, and it put a big stereotype on a certain class of women or a certain type of women. You know, I mean, he isn't he the phrase coiner of high value woman,
high value man,
high value person as a commodity instead of a person. So when you use high value, you turn yourself into a commodity, and then you only look at yourself as a commodity. Then you think only people are looking at you as a commodity, other than what you have in intrinsic value.
And that's what people miss. That's what
That's
what people miss. But on some token, I'm gonna tell you, this is the difference, and this is just the difference in this teaching. It was understanding from a man's point of view, and then we'll understand it from a woman's point of view, that we judge different things, we value different things in the opposite sex.
Right.
Certain things I value in a woman that is not the same value that a woman has in a man. And so so I think what happens is that's when in this day and age, we come from a different era.
Yes.
We come from a different era where we know certain things. Okay, I know I expect this is from a woman. I expect this and this from a man. But what has happened is a lot of people have not been groomed what to look for in a good woman, what to look for in a good man.
Yeah, they don't even take time to go and see what they mama and daddy about. They don't take time to get to know even what they are about. Most people don't know what they need, so they put their own personal needs out on the other individual. So me as a woman, I may need somebody to provide for me because I can't pay my bills. But that may not be my greatest need. My greatest need, it could be, I need someone to help protect my emotional being more so than anything. So here I am, I'm seeking the man with the money, and he don't give a damn about my spirit or my soul. He will capture every moment of who I am and suck the life out of that. Meanwhile, putting me up high posts, giving me beautiful things. And then people become addicted to things and don't know how to let that crap go.
That's exactly what it is. And the same, like I was getting to with the kosher clinician, he said something. A lot of men are suffering from emotional deprivation. A lot of men, and I had a proper conversation with someone yesterday. A lot of men have never been loved by a woman. They don't know how to receive love from a woman. I.e., and I'm listening to the guys that go travel. They go to the other countries and they never experience that type of love, and they come back over on the planes and they cry. because they've been deprived for so long. Now, this is no shot against who's here and who's in another country. It's just bringing up the fact that this is a deficit, like vitamin D inside of anybody. It's a deficit in men. They've never been loved.
And it's sadly the same level of deficit that a lot of women have experienced. I mean, it is within us. And in our group, in our culture, not to really learn how to love. And then with the government's help of separating men from the household because of welfare, the welfare state, and you can't have a man in your home, and you end up not respecting him because he can't provide, the government can provide, and then you feel safer with the government because of your needs not being met, instead of allowing yourself to trust a man to do what he needs to do to take care of your home. There's levels to this.
Layers. It's layers.
Yeah.
And it's layers. And I think what happens is we have, man, and much as
that's so true, Jonathan. Woo.
Men are not taught how to properly validate and appreciate themselves. Right.
Nor are women.
Right.
Really. I mean, from the time when we're allowed to wear lipstick and high heels, we become sexy to get the best that we can get. It is literally put in a lot of women's minds that your body, your sexuality, your beauty, not even your intelligence, not what you have to offer, none of that really is what's important, but all of this physical being is what is going to be what a man needs. And that's what he sees. That's what's going to catch him, but it's not what's going to keep him.
And let me bring it a little bit further. Even the first part, some women have lost their sexy and they everything else. I'm out in these streets. I just I put my fedora hat and tip it and keep on going. Some women have lost the essence to be feminine.
Yeah.
The biggest thing, and I'm now we got me on the rabbit trail, but I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna bring this out. The reason why some men are suffering from erection dysfunction.
You can say it.
I don't know. I know. I'm gonna say it.
That's a great. I like that term.
A lot of reason why they're suffering. Somebody brought this out because I'm not the original of this, but I really digest this. I was going to do a video separate from this. A reason why a lot of men are suffering from erection dysfunction is because of the dysfunction in their life or the dysfunction of the person that you deal with in your life. You need to deal with the dysfunction because it's of your body. Our bodies are so, how can I say this? Our bodies are so in tune, so connected to the divine that we know I better not deal with it. So let me pop a pill, guys. Let me go to the gas station and force this one. When your body's trying to tell you, leave it alone. Same with the woman. I don't know why. I like this guy. We kiss, but everything is dry as the Sahara Desert. I don't know why. Why is it like that? Your body trying to tell you, run away, get away from it. A lot of people don't understand that. And like you say, like John W. Right, and the stress. But it's a lot of dysfunction. And like you said, we were saying this a few minutes ago, the layers that are there. There's layers. Layers.
I mean, and the thing is, I've seen people who go into relationships trying to fix that empty space, and it's never going to happen. Not unless they work on themselves. They read books, they listen to shows like this, they end up finding people like this that they can have conversations with, and then they have open and honest conversations. Yo, dude, this woman, she's sexy as hell, ass fat, all that. I get with her and I'm like, what's that, dude? What the? I ain't never had that problem before. He don't have no man to say, well, man, maybe it ain't you, maybe it's her.
Oh my God. They ain't ready for this. This right here is a serious conversation. You looking at Mr. Chico stick, and he's like, not today, buddy.
Not today. And people do not know that there is a hormone in your body for women. It's called oxytocin. That creates a bond to a person, but you could create a bond to a person just by allowing them to touch you inappropriately. And you create a connection, but it doesn't necessarily mean you have a connection. You create a connection, and it's a hormonal connection, which happens to women more so than men based on how they are touched. And so then here you are, you're dealing with this man who is abusive, but somehow you're still attracted to him. So it's you know, when we're talking about these things and you're unpacking all of these, and so this is just really from the female perspective. I just don't want to, like, when I hear these and I know the reality that people do go and may have a sex vacation. They may, like, that in my mind, that's first of all gross, because no, I'm not going to line my spirit up with a stranger, because no, that's a 7-year attract, something you have when you hook up with somebody. Your soul is tied for 7 years because it's a spiritual thing. 7 years, the year of Jubilee, until you could go free. But you know, that's a whole nother level that people don't want to talk about. I know you know what that is, being where you're from, but people don't think about that. They end up connecting themselves and then connecting and reconnecting and connecting with the person. And then you connect with the person that he connected with. And then you all 4 or 5 get together and connect together. And then you trying to figure out why your head is messed up. Sorry.
You're right. And that's why something that goes back to the point what guys talk about women with high body counts. Bing bong. Y'all thought we didn't know what we were talking about. That's why at the end of the day, I don't care. I promise you, I don't care what people do outside of the United States or in. I mean, I don't. Let me say this in context. In context, I do not care. In the greater scope, I do care. But when we start worrying about, if I'm worried about if you go on a trip to have sex, that's your business. If a guy's going out there, got the country, do what he want to do, that's his business. My thing is when I become the judge of what he does, that's where the problem is, when you're not looking back in the mirror and what you're doing in here in the United States. That's where the problem I have. And at the end of the day, I'm telling you, I don't care. That's why I said I wish somebody would say something about me going to Columbia. Oh, he going to Columbia, the trick. He going to down there. He going to be by the clock tower. If you study, because I've been studying. If I go to Boca Grande, he going to Boca Grande. That's where the hoes are at. Okay.
There's hoes everywhere. I mean, ain't y'all heard the song? It's some hoes in this house. There's some hoes in every house. The church house, the outhouse, the Our House furniture stores. This is a hole right there. There's a hole over there at Walmart and Walgreens. Hoeing.
Right.
You can find them anywhere. You ain't got to go out of the country to get it. Yes.
The clock tower. You got to know where it's in Columbia. And
I know. I just
the clock tower. They come out at night, like the song by Houdini. The freaks come out at night. See, that's the thing. But this is the thing. My point is, you got to stop giving about everybody what everybody's doing. At the end of the day, be the best version of the woman, of the man that you can be. If you feel your best version is in another country, baby, I'm all for you. You feel your best version is here in the United States? We'll march down the street with you. But at the end of the day, it's not for me to judge what you need to do. You got to make that decision. You got to live with it. I don't have to sleep in the bed with you.
And don't want to.
Lisa sister.
Uh-oh, it's my sister calling.
I'm just saying, you know, while you all are unpacking all this, was just why I listen, and I've promoted your show
I appreciate
um, is because I feel like even when I have a difference of opinion, you allow my thought to come forth, and in how you may dispel the thought behind my ideal. It's not, you're not beating me with the information. I haven't seen that happen here, and that is something that's a little bit different than what I'm used to. Even your boy Steve Harvey, which and I'm sorry if I'm not supposed to. I said his name.
He from Cleveland. He went to the same school with my mother.
My thing is, who's listening to him? How can they feel that they're getting and gaining any proper information if we look at credit reports to see if you can get a house? But y'all looking at what this man has and not looking at the carnage in his wake. Look at the carnage of what he's left behind.
Look at Lori Harvey.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like oh boy got free. Thank God. Yes.
Yeah, I thought it was him. I thought it was him at first. I'm like, oh man,
I did not. Not once. Not once. Because she's the it girl.
Guess what? You only stay it for so long before you become sugar honey, before you turn to sugar honey iced tea. And her day is not like is knocking on her door. It looked good now. She done made her rounds to this guy, to that guy, to this one. I'm gonna do what I want to do.
But she's gonna have someone Kanye caper. Don't worry about it.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And I said what I said.
Mm-hmm.
She will have a Kanye cape.
Mm-hmm.
Just like Kim did.
Mm-hmm. I'm telling you, and ain't gonna be happy.
And neither one of them are going to be happy because you think you're with that one thing that's going to be the bright sunshine when you have to be the sunshine. The sunshine comes from within. And what you have to offer to the next person is very, if you have nothing to offer, you need to get off the market. Get out the market. I mean, people will say to me as a girl who is a plus size woman, well, I don't know why you think you on the market, you fat. Okay, I'm fat, but I got this together. I got my heart together. I got my soul together. Go talk to my husband and see how he feel. I'm just saying.
I'm gonna tell you what all Lori Harvey is just a jump off.
Yeah, I mean, she's a beautiful jump off.
She's beautiful.
She got a rich daddy, whatever, stepdaddy, whatever. But Lori Harvey and her mama the same. I'm just saying. Look at her mama.
Right.
I mean, and her mother is beautiful. I mean,
I
can't miss that. But still,
beauty.
Who are they?
Right. Beauty and being able to be in the same household with you is two different things. That's what people miss. Beauty, booty, and fingertips and being able to be in the household, be in the household, be in the household with the same person day in, day out is completely different. That's what most guys miss it right there.
Yeah.
Trust me. She just a jump off. All right, I'm done.
Yeah, and I didn't mean to take this off. Anyway, yeah. Stop. I'm glad you don't give a F about what people think about your trip, what you say on your show, how you do your little two-step dance at the end of the show when you get cash. I don't, for real, just continue to be yourself, build up on yourself, because the right person, and I'm saying all that because the right person is always going to be attracted to you. The right person is always going to be drawn to the energy that you give. And if they're not drawn to the energy, then they're just not the right person. And you may be attracted to someone who is not the right person, but you gotta be strong enough within yourself to keep it pushing. Period.
Facts. I've been doing this for years. Do you hear me? I don't give up. I don't. I did it in church, outside of church. I don't give. I'm at the point where I'm at this age. And it's funny. Some preachers came to me. Yeah, I see you on your little podcast. I went, yeah,
Not the voice.
yeah. You know what the voice? I seen you on your podcast,
And
you still ministering? I said, yeah, I'm doing ministering. Yeah, you be down in black women. I said, okay. Apparently you. I looked at him like, oh, okay. Apparently you haven't listened to my whole podcast. I get on everybody.
and that's what I'm saying. It's the real roundedness of what I see happening here. That's why you don't got 1,000 at one time yet. But when people get tired of foolishness, when they get tired of knocking their head against the wall, which they will, hopefully they seek out the truth. A lot of people, it's easy to be sensationalized into thinking that you're on the right track, because where the group think goes is where our society goes. It's kind of nice to have a little niche of people that think the way you do. So,
yep. American Brazilian, you want him to come up, dude. Now he went to Brazil, came back, found his wife here in United Brazilian wife. What y'all gonna say about that? Is he simping? Wife is beautiful, has a beautiful child. Think I'm like, no, brother, you can't come on my platform because I talk on. No, we got the same doggone first name. That's what we miss it. My mother said we major in the minors and minor in the majors.
wow.
That's where we miss it at. We miss it right there. On some, trust me. I said I've been around a long time. I've seen this in church, outside of church, around church. I done seen it all kind of ways. At the end of the day, I don't give a flying flip. A flying flip. Like you said, when my boy Sigma said, what? The belt is universal. Correct. Everybody get it. That was my grandfather's thing. Everybody getting up in here. So I'm glad you came up. You've been knowing me for a long time. Seen the evolution. See where I'm at now, wherever the kick and things like that. At the end of the day, we got to stop caring about some people's stuff that don't even matter. So people probably judge me. Why would you have, like I said, why would you have American Brazilian come up here? He one of them passport brothers. If y'all don't learn from other people, you know what I mean?
I suggest that to my sisters all the time. Yeah. If you want to be successful, you need to look around you to the people who are successful. All right, this might not be real popular, but I've said to some of my back sisters, well, what are white women doing that we ain't?
Uh-oh. What did Kevin say? Where's Maggie?
I'm not putting them above me. Hear me when I say this. I'm not putting them above me. I'm saying, what are they doing different than we are? Because that's the only thing. It's a difference. They have less stress in a relationship because they are used to seeing certain relationships in a certain way. It's just a wholly different type of vibe. They shut down. They don't really say much until they have all the information, or even are sometimes asked to speak. And not to say that they're the only ones who aren't that way. I'm saying on a majority, a man's going to go where it's peaceful. And even if she has something to say, you can watch TV and see how much Edith Bunker never. I'm going old school on y'all.
Oh yeah, Go ahead.
But you saw how Edith Bunker really, until it was just she and he, and she had hit the edge, she never said anything. She let that man rant and rave. And the way she got him to change was in the quiet, stillness of her being. Now, every now and then she'd have to snap and go off. But now if you and I'm only saying it because someone said something about American television and how we are raised with American television. Now when you see men on American television, and it makes me sick.
Come
They
on.
are ostracized, they're made to look stupid.
Thank you.
They are put down. I mean, you look at commercials. When you look at commercials, you see what you see. So you don't see us, black and black, usually. You see a black man, a white woman. You see a black woman, white man. You see a black woman, a white woman. You don't even see two black women together. You don't see us as a collective on television. Why? Why are we not grouped together? Why is that not the vision that is being put forth on television? We wanted to have more representation, but not the way I see it, because we are family units. Go to a family reunion. Most of the people there are married with children. I said what I said.
And I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to say this. Clear my throat. I wish American Brazilian would come up here because he'll tell it. Like I said, he can say it better than I can. The family unit, or the concept of family in the United States, and particularly with the blacks, has been so eroded that there's no remnant of it. There's no placement of the man, and and also the woman is misplaced. And so we get upset. And I'm going to say this. This is very tough to say, and I wish American Brazilian. The reason why some men are deciding to go to other countries is because the family structure is still set in place in other countries. With the man being in his place, he's responsible for providing and protecting, and the woman is what? There to do her part. She understands her part, and everyone works together.
They work in tandem.
And people miss that in this whole conversation. At the end of the day, I'm single. You know, at the end of the day, what I want? I want family. Family. Family is important. So we fighting without going deep enough to see the reason why we are not getting along.
Well, we're being programmed whenever. So television shows programs. So I even said this when I was really deep in the church. It's a church program. You need to watch how you allow yourself to be programmed. Which is why I took television out of my life. Now I will watch Hulu, and I'll no commercials.
He popped up.
I don't want to keep having that in my eye gate, getting in my spirit as the norm. I don't have a problem with same-sex couples. I just don't want to see that as the norm, because as I grew up, it wasn't norm. It is okay if that's your choice, but it doesn't mean that I need that to be a norm in my ears and my eyes, because then I begin to me become a little lax with what I think is the proper way of family rearing and raising. You know, if I keep seeing on TV a woman always downplaying her man and him being second fiddle, him looking like he's not intelligent, you know, her always going behind his back. That's what you're showing. Like when I watched television for a while in the 90s, any black girl that was on a white show, she had an attitude.
Always.
She always had an attitude. And she always did her job. She was always sharp. She was always the most educated, all of that, but she always had an attitude. Why? To get you to think that that's what you're going to encounter when you encounter me.
And that's how we taught that. That's what we used to say. And I was in college. We used to say, we don't deal with the holla mamas. That's what we used to call. We got American Brazilian. Let me say this. I'm gonna do like Master P. Anybody come from American Brazilian, you coming after me. This my dog.
I appreciate that.
I promise you, man. I'm like this Master P. This gonna be this the song that I'm down with my down with my. Come for me. I'm telling you.
Oh man, what's going on, everybody? Can y'all hear me? I'm actually at work, so if y'all hear buzzing in the background, that's because I'm actually working. But I definitely wanted to, take the opportunity, the time that I do have, to just kind of support my brother and provide whatever input that I can that's relevant to the conversation. When you talked about family, you're 100% correct. In the Latino communities, Colombia, anywhere I just say in South America, the family is first through eighth. Obviously people need resources. People want a better quality of life. That's normal. That's just kind of human nature to want better. But they never put anything over family. And I think in regards to roles, women, they are kind of comfortable in their roles because they understand and have tapped into the power that is locked in their femininity. So they understand that there are certain things that they can persuade a man to do just by being feminine, not deception or trickery or anything like that, or withholding sex, but just being feminine, as opposed to I can do what you can do, I can be just like you. Because listen, they understand that in those countries, men have to muito trabalhar, work a lot, right? And so they understand that they don't want to do that. Their job is hard. Their job is hard enough just kind of being a homemaker. But they also understand that when that man comes home, they want to make his life easy. And they don't want, I heard this, I'm not going to say it on your platform. And of course, I don't curse like that. But I heard this Asian lady say, she said, if you really want a successful relationship as a woman, make your man's lower parts hard and not his life. And they have mastered the art of that in South America. So
stop. You my brother. Let me say that again. Make his lower parts hard and not his life.
Exactly. Make his lower parts hard and not his life, because in doing so, everything that you want to get from that relationship and from that man, it'll be a cakewalk. It'll be a cakewalk.
Bruh.
So that's why when you go to these other countries, a lot of brothers, when they go to these countries, myself included, I was just completely smitten. I was dumbfounded. I couldn't believe that what I had been researching for, between 5 to 7 months was an actual reality. And it became my reality so much to where, and I'm not ashamed to tell people this, I literally cried when I went to the airport, and every time after that, I've cried when I went to the airport, even with my wife, who's Brazilian, on our way back to America, I cried because we were literally leaving what I had considered, or what I do consider, where my heart is and where I have a connection at, to come back to where, it's kind of like you have to kill what you eat here. So, that's kind of my take on it.
Dude, and see, that needs to be heard, because you know what? That's why I don't get into the arguments about the passport brother and this boy and this and this and that, because what he just said right there, that's game. That's game. That's understanding what? If people were to understand that it make his life, make his
parts harder, make his lower parts hard, not his life hard.
Baby,
that's tough. That's tough.
And I can say this because I've watched him for a couple weeks, for a couple months. He know what he's talking about. And you ain't come on my platform and you don't know what you're talking about. The brother know what he's talking about. That's what I say. Anybody come for him, they make a video about him, they're gonna deal with me.
I appreciate that,
right,
brother.
And I'm OG. I'm OG in it.
Can I ask him a question?
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I apologize. There's a delay in my microphone. Go ahead.
No. Don't put your microphone down now. You might have to say something. So my question to you is, as opposed to whatever other experiences you've had after finding this person and having the happy parts meet with the peaceful parts, how has your life changed? That means, I mean, what significant changes do you feel that you have been able to accomplish as opposed to maybe what you had before is what I'm asking you.
Well, this might seem a little bit insignificant, but this is one of the, outside of the piece, the overall piece. I'll say it like this, for most of us, like I own and operate a barbershop. I developed the food product that I ship throughout the country, and trying to juggle two businesses is kind of difficult at times. So I don't want to deal with a whole lot of uncertainty in some cases outside my house, and then not know what I'm going back home to. So it gives me the opportunity to be a lot more focused outside, so I know that when I go home I have a little piece of heaven. Now for a lot of people that might be like, that's not really that significant, but it actually is, because anytime a man has feels like he has, or knows rather, that he has a degree of freedom to operate, to go out, to go into the jungle, to kill what he eats, to bring it back home and to feed everybody, he handles a lot uncertainty and difficulty a lot better, because he knows when he goes back home, he has peace. And then I kind of know what I'm going to get. So I don't have that degree of unpredictability of not really understanding or knowing who I'm going home to. Is she going to be upset today? Is she going to want this? Is she going to want that? My wife doesn't really ask for stuff like that. And she's pretty predictable. What you see is what you get. She's consistent. So that piece that I've been given in my relationship, it trumps a lot of things. And it helps me pretty much. It's like an umbrella. It covers me.
There's something right there.
Woo!
That consistency factor and the fact that she covers you. That right there is powerful. I got some questions, but I don't want to interrupt what she got to say.
No, I mean, basically, I knew what he was going to say, but I can't lead him to say that. As a woman, and as a woman who got married at 45 and who had been independent since she was 18, going from that transition is different. But knowing that is where I need to be. Like literally every time I have an opportunity to talk to someone. So how does that help you? What does that do for you? It helps me be more of that for who I'm in a relationship with. And and sometimes I feel like women who, I'm going to speak for maybe how I may have felt as a Black woman who had not felt chosen. When you know that when you know a Black man has found that, and it is outside of what you look like, then you begin to feel challenged that you are not able to do that. First off, because you have never been taught to do that. Our thing is, how do we teach women to relax with their mate? Because a lot of women don't know how to relax and allow someone to lead. And they also don't know how to relax because they've been so let down. And I'm not making excuses. I'm telling you from my own personal experience. I'm gonna just use me. I had a wedding planner, a cook, everything, all in line. Don't think I didn't do every single thing on my own and stress myself out, including the man I was marrying on my wedding day, because I'm not used to allowing someone to do something for me. And that is meant, I will say, the issue that you are going to have with most African American women here in this country. They have been taught to fight. Their mamas teach them different than the sons. The mamas make the women, you need to make sure you know how to cook for yourself, clean for yourself, do this, do that. Meanwhile, they call their boys. And unfortunately, Lawrence was talking about it earlier. They don't have no male influence, not a positive male influence. They listen to these rappers who are now the new pimps.
Who ain't pimp?
Back in the day was the pimp. Like seriously.
Pimp.
You saying a lot. You saying a lot, and it's good. Go ahead. I'm ready to explode.
I'm just saying. We know what the issues are. We know. How do we?
All of them won't admit
heal
that.
Those. They okay.
That's coming from a place because I could sense you're a good woman.
Try to be.
And we all have our titles with what we want to consider good in our own eyes. But from what I understand, a genuine heart. I could tell that you've been through some ups and downs, and you didn't want to have your independence overridden by having somebody trying to keep you within the temple because you want to have your own freedom.
And I also didn't want to get married under that circumstance. Let me explain that to you as well.
Oh, I understand.
I didn't want to just get married where I can take a man that I see is moving along, he moving along.com, and here I come with my crap.
Right.
Because I knew I had stuff that I had to resolve within myself, which is another reason why I didn't get married until I wasn't even interested in being in a relationship. And I was in the church, a family church.
That's respect. That's respect.
So take all that into account. Yes, I might be a different sort.
Right.
But how do I help my younger y'all? What do I do?
You got to take out the tools. You got to take out a whole bunch for these. I'm not going to even say, because I hate when they say modern woman. A woman is a woman. Women were women back in the day. A tree was a tree 200 years ago. A plane was a plane. Like everything was what it was. What's happening now is strategies to try to gain power, and that power is leading to a whole bunch of unhappiness in the long run. To keep it short. All right.
I'm American Brazilian. I know you got something to say on this. I know you gotta get that jerk chicken.
Yeah,
she said a lot. She said a lot, and I'm actually happy that she said all that because a lot of women don't know. They don't know how to be taught. A lot of women secretly, they're afraid of being replaced. They don't want to be replaced. That's the whole thing. And then men has an option because men got options now. That's what they don't like. That's what it comes back to. We've been under that whole sword for years, going to work, take care of our business, provide for the family, but no respect. No respect, even for the good men. Even I'm not going to ride because there's some sour patches out there as well too, men and women. I ain't going to, but if you haven't been properly taught, that's somewhat of an excuse, but it's not all the way an excuse because we have women that like to fall back on that sword as well and still be able to do whatever they want to do too. We all know what's right and what's wrong. We know how to progress, and we know what's going to take to regress. Problem is, a lot of people going backwards nowadays, and they running into a wall. An American and Brazilian, I'm glad he came up and spoke that because my whole thing is, when did this passport thing become so popular? Because back in the day, I've been around guys that would go on vacations, and they was doing this back in the 90s. In the 2000s, this is nothing new. So I don't know why this became such a spark.
I can tell you. I can definitely tell you how it happened. So here's the thing. Hopefully a lot of my passport brothers won't get upset with what I'm about to say, but I'm going to speak the truth. A lot of times, man, when we have these platforms, when we make these videos, those of us who are content creators and those of us who come on different people's platforms, a lot of times we have to be careful to say always and not all and never and not ever. You know what I'm saying? Because, there are still a lot of good women out here. It's just the problem. That's what we've never said that there weren't any. What we're saying is it's just difficult. Exactly. They're being overshadowed by the Cardi B's. No shout out, no disrespect to Cardi B, but the people that are becoming caricatures of the little hot girl summer type people. And so, they're being overshadowed by those people. So now imagine attempting to sift through all of that and try to find somebody good when you can say, you know what? Why don't I just go over here where the options are plentiful and it's less of that whole Western mindset? Another thing, a lot of sisters, which I get it, they take offense to the fact that we're saying, okay, we're leaving Black women. That's not what we're saying. It's just that we as Black men, we give Black women the first right of refusal because that's kind of like what our attraction to. If we've grown up in those type of exactly, that's our first choice. So when we talk about these mannerisms and these attributes that we find and consider distasteful, then those are the people that feel like we're talking about them specifically. When in reality, we're literally talking about, and maybe we should do a better job. But we're literally talking about the mindset, that whole feminist, I don't need a man, men ain't crap. I can do everything all by, on my own. I don't need you. That's what we're talking about. So to answer the sister's question, how do you change the mindset of other people? The same way that the passport bros and people like myself got to the point where we arrived to, and that's this. We became committees of one. We are committees of one. We decided as an individual, as a solo artist, so to speak, we decided that we want to look and to try to do something different. Because I think everybody has that place in life where they feel like, you know what, this is the last straw. If this happens again, I'm not doing this again.
Right.
And and when I got to that point, I realized, you know what, I need to do something different. So becoming a committee of one is powerful because it, obviously the movements, they build a little bit slower, but look at them now. Once they build, it's almost like a train with no brakes and no gears. Everybody is telling everybody, get your passports, go overseas. And here's the beautiful part about it. We're not talking about going to just Brazil or just Colombia or just Argentina or just Venezuela or just Africa or just, we're saying, exactly. We're saying find the place that you connect with and get there, because the beauty that is hidden in your life is going to unfold once you find that place in wherever it may be. Now, for me, it's Brazil, but people like Taylor Made Dreams, it's Dominican Republic. People like Andre with Love Crossing Borders, he and his wife, it's Colombia, and and so on and so forth. So it's just a matter of finding the place that you connect with and getting there. And once you get there, it's almost like, not to get biblical, but it's almost like in the scripture where, God told Moses to go, and Abraham to go, and Abraham was like, well, which way do I go? He just said go. And that's what we're kind of telling guys, just go. Wherever you get to, wherever, you'll know the place that connects with you. And when you find that place, then all of these things that you felt like you weren't getting here, they'll be waiting for you there. And it's not just the women. It's a situation where we want people to fall in love with the culture. We want people to learn the language. We want people to understand the history of that place. And once you do that, you'll realize that as important as relationships and, those of us who are heterosexual males are, women are just kind of the icing on the cake, not to minimize and belittle relationships, but you understand what I'm saying. You don't want to just go over there. They might be the draw, but that's not what's going to keep. I guess that's what I'm saying. So yeah, man. Listen, go ahead.
Go ahead. I got.
We want. Ultimately, men just want to be happy.
Amen to that, brother.
Men just want to be happy at the end of the day. That's it.
Yeah.
And the fact that we got that option now, we got all the hyenas coming out the woodworks and trying to deny us because of the things that they're battling with.
Yeah.
But I want you to key thing that he said is so much game. I heard him say him somewhere else. We're not so much coming against the black woman per se in the United States. What we're doing is we're saying we are not coming in agreement with the mindset of the black woman or all the women, because it's not just black women who got this mindset. It's the mindset. So when Sandra asks about what do we need to do, if you understand, he gave an example, and him and Andre gave some good examples. I wish Andre was here because he'll give you a whole spiel. That'd be another 5 hours if Andre get up here. But the thing is this: these women have been taught since they were kids to serve their men.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Mm-hmm.
That's the difference. And what men want at the end of the day, I don't care what no man say around these or anywhere in the United States, in the ghetto, in Chicago, Cleveland, here on St. Clair, every man wants to be treated like a man at the end of the day.
Amen.
Amen to that. Hey, brother,
we're not too complicated. We're
not.
I gotta run, but let me just say, I'm gonna say one quick point and then I'm gonna run. Women, we talk about in this country that we live in how, certain groups of people, certain ethnicities had the advantage for years and years over other ethnicities, which is why that they kind of are light years ahead of some ethnicities in socioeconomic scale and things of that nature. Well, it's the same way concerning feminism in those Latin countries. Those women have been doing that consistently. I mean, on like almost a prehistoric type of level for years and years and years, and they continue to do that. Now, you do have little, I guess little pockets of feminism here and there, but it's small, and it has more to do with, protecting people from getting assaulted than anything else. But my point is, I agree with what you're saying, Ellie. They literally have been taught this for years and years and years, and they're not coming off of it anytime soon because, listen, they watch YouTube as well. They may not necessarily understand how to speak English, but what they do know is this. We are attracting men from the U.S. that are good, productive guys. You pretty much got to be in order to get a passport, or you have to appear to be. They're coming over here with that U.S. dollar, and we're gonna present our feminine selves to them, marry them, and keep them over here. And that's what they're doing. So they understand what they're doing, and in some regards, it's a strategy, and I don't think it's a standpoint where it's coming from a place of deception, but it's coming from a place of genuine attraction, genuine desire, genuine want. So, brothers are exercising their options. I kind of fear slightly that, as this movement gets, more and more publicized, that they're going to try to somebody create some type of legislation to kind of, curtail that movement by maybe limiting or putting sanctions rather on people who can actually obtain passports, or trying to limit people for how long they can actually stay in the country. But for now, people are taking advantage of using those passports. They're going to other countries. They're finding, that they love these places. They're connecting with these places. And the women are a good byproduct of where they're going. But listen, guys, I'm going to get out of here. Lawrence, thank you so much. Panel, thank you, guys. And I'll just say this right here. I'll say it in Portuguese. No Deus jogador, o Deus joga. That means don't hate the player, hate the game. Talk to y'all later.
That's what I'm talking about. Shout to the brother. Like I said, anybody come for him, it'll be like Master P. Dun, 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 dun. Telling you. That's why, whether you agree or disagree with him, this is the thing. We can always learn something from somebody else.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, I want to say anything before I get out of here. I know you're going in. Great show today. Great show. I'm glad you touched on this topic. The topic all week was fire leading up to this point, even though we kind of swerved a little bit, but all week, man, it's been fire. I sent you something.
Thank you. I thank you for the jerk chicken. Appreciate that. Thank you, Simon W, too.
And one thing I thought about it, you and Kosher Clinician, y'all should actually link up, man, and get something going on. Because I could definitely see that. Get the Salt and Pepper gang going, man. Because y'all, woo, both of y'all together, it's fire. It's fire. That's fire. Look at that pimp.
Hey, Red Pill, come on up, man. My dude, Red Pill, come on up, dude. I know you. Yeah, but I appreciate that. Thank you so much for the cash app for the jerk chicken today. Thank you, Jonathan W, for the donation today. Thank you so much. This is what it's all about, a conversation. See, many things can be resolved if we just have a conversation. I learned something about Sandra that I didn't know, but she had a conversation. She poured out her heart about what women are thinking about. It's a conversation, not an attack. I don't need to attack her. I don't need to beat her down. I don't need to say, well, when the last time, when you did this, when you did that. I don't need to do that. All I got to do is say, let me listen. That's what I really need to do, a show. Somebody need to shut the up. That's what I really need to have a show on. Some people need to shut the F up and be quiet because they don't know what they're talking about. That's the real I really should be talking about. Or that's what I really should have a conversation about. Think about it. If I would have interrupted American Brazilian, I would have missed out on the information that he told if I was all in my ideology of what I thought. I would have missed the whole situation. That's why anything, if you learn here, learn how to be quiet, Take your judgment off and listen. My father taught me that many years ago up in Cleveland, because I was staunch Christian. I don't hear nothing about Muslim, no other religion. But he said, son, you're not going to make it through life like that until you learn about other people's ways of thinking, religions, different gods, and you become what? A person who can think and not judge. That's the difference. That's the difference. And I wish more men, especially because it's like these men have got more soft than a bunch of softer than a soft patch cookies around here, that they can't even take someone not agreeing with them. I don't get it. I don't know how y'all women deal with this. I don't know how y'all deal with it. I know y'all want to put them back in the oven, let them cook a little bit longer. Oh, shout out to Nefertali. I'm going to be on her show tonight. We're going to be talking about polyamory. Ooh, baby. Ooh. We're going to be talking about polyamory because, you know, some of y'all may not, think you man right. Some of y'all, I don't know. Some of y'all can't hang with just one woman. Doggone, I don't know what y'all going to do with two. And it ain't about the sex. Some of y'all, it's about the sex. I want the sex. No, it ain't about the sex, baby. It's much more deeper than that. It's much more deeper than the sex. If you think polyamory is just about the sex, you need to come to this, listen to us tonight. Because it ain't about the sex. You can own what's going on? Alfie in the building. Y'all coming in. Just want to the brother showing up today. You manifested me, brother. So I'll be live tonight with say, oh, see, someone says, yeah, they only want the sex. I just want to get into it. I want to have two women so I can have the sex. Baby, if you can't manage yourself, how you can't even manage one woman, how you gonna handle two women? I'm just saying. And at the end of the day, you can't lay in the bed and have sex all day and expect something to happen. Somebody got to lead that women, or lead the situation. You got to know that. I'm trying to give it away. I'm not going to give it away all today. But at the end of the day, you got to be able to handle disputes between you and her and her and her, if you're going to do that. And if you can't handle that and you being in your feelings and crying and stuff, you better not sign up for polyamory. Am I saying I'm for it or against it? I'm not going to tell you. Find out tonight. I'm going to put the link. You got to send me the link, Nefertali, for tonight. But I'm just saying, managing multiple personalities, baby. You think one woman is something, baby. Deal with two of them. Wait, let me break it down a little bit. Deal with two of them on a cycle at the same time. Oh my God. My stomach hurt. I want five chocolates in a hot dog. Don't let them both get pregnant at the same time. Oh my God. It takes a strong man to deal with that. It takes a strong man to deal with a woman, period. And let me say this, because y'all think when we get down to Brazil, Colombia, these women just going to do what they say. Those women will leave you if you're not a man. Those women will say, oh, okay, papi. Gone. I'm just saying. Those women, y'all think, oh, I'm gonna go down there and get me a Latin woman. You're gonna be down there with the Latin woman. Yeah, look at me, LDA. And you ain't being no man, that woman will leave you. Don't think them Latin women's fools. That women will leave you in a heartbeat. I'm gonna get me down there, get me a Latin woman down there. They just do whatever we want. If you ain't no man up here, she will leave you down there. Let me say that again. If you ain't no man up here, she'll leave you down there. Y'all better get that. Y'all better get that. I don't know why these guys don't get it. A lot of men don't have health care in other countries too, LDA. They're not talking about that either. Y'all get universal health care. You need to find out how to get that. Yeah, man, I'm telling you, that's what I'm saying. When you say game, that's why I give definition of game so clearly on here. Game is simply strategies, how to move from A to B. Understand the female and male nature and understand psychology. I need to throw something else in that game. You cannot have game if you don't understand the culture and where you are dealing with. You go out there and spit on somebody and see what happened. You better understand the culture that you're going in before you talking about, hey, you don't need game. You need game for everything, baby. I'm just, y'all don't want me today. Y'all got me going on 3 hours now. I promise you. Please understand. But join me tonight. I will be going live. We will be on there. I will have the studio set up. I'm gonna have a different hat on now. But I just gotta say that you need game for everything. Go down there. Go. Real Pill. Tell them. Go down there and go to Manny Jean and start going to the wrong place. You'll find out if you need game or not. You found out your passport gone, your drawers gone. You had one sock on, got the rubber on top of your head because you don't got no game. Go down there and play if you want to. Go to the wrong place. You'll find out see what happened. Well, this is Lawrence D. Adams. I gotta go. Thank you for everybody to get the cash app and the super chats. Thank you to you brothers. But you know what time it is. Thanks for your time. I gotta go. I'll be live tonight. Thank you for all my guests coming up. Thank you for Sandra. Thank you for Fierce Soul. Thank you for the American Brazilian. Thank you for all the people in here. That's right. You might get locked up. You down there with your thumb in your mouth. I wish people would stop all this crying and whining. I'm just saying. I gotta go. Let me put my dance video up and let's get out of here. Hey, we gotta go. Hey. Catch me tonight, Lawrence D. Adams. I'll be live tonight. Good to see you, Divine. Good to see you. We out of here. Peace and beard grease. Get it, girl. Go. Get it. Got me going past almost 3 o'clock. Oh, man, you missed it, dude. You missed. Oh, wait, man. You didn't miss the whole show, brother. We had our passports flagging. Thank you for the Jerk Chicken Fund. For the brothers who gave and sisters who gave to us the Jerk Chicken Fund. Appreciate it. Stop giving up about what everybody else thinks. Yeah, you got to circle back on that. This was lit today. You got to watch the playback on this. We cover a whole bunch of stuff. We have some special guests. If I get Andre on here, baby, y'all better take your crayons, pencils, markers, whatever you can. Get your coloring books, because when Andre come on here, you're going to get a lesson. You're a real G. I gotta go. So catch me tonight. I will have the link up. Catch it tonight. I will be going with Nafatelli. We're going to be talking tonight about polyamory. Woo! We out of here.
Look at what you got, man. Tell me what you want, babe, and you'll get it. Look at what you got, man. Don't forget it. Tell me what you want, babe, and you'll get it. Look at what you got, man. Don't forget it. Tell me what you want, babe, and you'll get it. Look at what you got, man. Don't forget it. 'Cause I can give you what you need. I'll be your fantasy. I got you. Tell me what you want, babe, then come get it. Tell me what you want, babe, go get it, man. Don't forget it, babe, and you'll get it, man. Don't forget it, babe, and you'll get it, man. Don't forget it, babe, you'll get it, man. Don't forget it, babe, man. Babe, man.
Execute Order 66.